Greetings and welcome to another one of Demonic News. Necessarily my intakes. It's not necessarily a news video, it's more than just messing my opinion on video game related topics. I am your host, Demonic Wizard on Twitch, ADemonicShadow for literally everything else. And today's topic is top things that I want from the Nintendo NX consoles and its games, and actually just what things that I would like to be in the system and everything like that. This is more just opinion, even though some of the stuff has probably been confirmed to be not happening or confirmed to be happening, but this is just a more overlay of just necessarily what I would like from the console, and that's necessarily what it is. Even though there's some things that you may want from the consoles and some things that you may not want from the consoles, this is necessarily that's a video. That's what I want. That's pretty much what it is. So I guess the only thing I would ask, instead of just saying, oh no, they shouldn't have this, or they shouldn't do this, or they are not going to do this because of this, when you reply to this video, instead maybe just put what do you want from the console, what do you like them to change, and actually, things like that, instead of just saying why my opinion on what I want from the system is wrong or should not be done or whatever. But necessarily moving on, this is just gameplay of me playing horribly. I mean, I do alright. Playing Fast Racing Neon, which is a title I keep confusing, and I keep wanting to say Neon Fast Racing or Racing Fast Neon or whatever. I'm playing with the nunchucks, which is actually better. I hate playing with the gamepad. I hate using gamepad as controller, but and it's probably just not even the controller itself, but just the buttons of leaning left and right that I don't really like. But I'm using with the nunchuck. It's a lot better. It's going a lot smoother for me. I'm enjoying the game a lot more because I'm not fighting in the controls and everything like that. But I'm probably going to experiment more with using different game controllers and everything like that. Probably just want to play with maybe a PS4, PS3, or Xbox controller, and that'd be the best. But it's the Wii, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'll make a review on this game eventually. Just still playing on it, still playing it and getting used to it. As you can see, the game's beautiful, but nonetheless, moving on to the subject at hand. One of the things that I would like from the NX, and probably one of the top things that I would really like from it, if it was necessarily a console and a handheld, yes, there's a patent for them to doing some type of hybrid. That honestly, whether that goes through or not, does not really matter. It's just an opinion video, and I think I would really like that from the NX, considering that one of my biggest complaints, or at least one of my complaints with it, is I would really love to play console. I really love to play handheld games on the console. That's just me. One of the things that I don't really do is I don't really leave the house to where I would play on the handheld. And why would I play on the handheld outside before going to bed, and maybe I'm too lazy to get up and just actually play a console when a console can necessarily play it better? I mean, especially if a game comes out for the handheld and the console, more than likely, well, not even more than likely, I'm going to handheld guaranteed get it on the console. But that's just, once again, my opinion. Another thing I would like, oh god, either have a normal controller or come with a normal controller. Yes, I personally only really like using the Wii, excuse me, the Wii controller and the Wii nunchuck, mainly for Mario Kart and Smash. Literally every other game I hate using the Wii controller for, and pretty much every single game I hate using the Wii pad for, the gamepad. It's too big and clunky for me. Every single game I would prefer to use a different controller, and most of the time I end up doing so. But once again, that's just my opinion. Gamepad, big black and clunky. Really do appreciate that they add on where you have to buy accessories to naturally use a different format of controllers, but nevertheless, whatever. Like, one of the things I hate is what if you wanted to play this game while laying in bed and you had the blankets over you? Really can't do that, because what if you have to use the screen? But at the same time, I do appreciate it because you can necessarily play any of the you can play some of the games on just the gamepad itself without using a TV. So that's, it has its ups and downs, but I would prefer no. a bigger default system, of course. It should definitely come with a bigger. It should definitely come with a bigger default system instead of 32 gigabytes. Me being a digital downloader and being for probably two to 3 years. 32 gigabytes, that's going to be eaten up extremely fast, and it's kind of sad that in order to necessarily fix that, because the external card is not exchangeable, or at least from what I'm not really aware of. I'm kind of still getting new on the Wii U and what it can do and what it can't do and everything like that, but I have to get an external card, which takes up 2 USB slots, because the Wii U itself doesn't actually provide that much power to the USB slot, so I have to use both of them. So in case there's some type of shortage, and let's say if I'm playing a digital game like Smash or whatever from the external hard drive, and I lose just a little bit of power for whatever reason, it's gonna shut down the game. So I have to use 2 USB slots. That's kind of a drag, but once again, whatever. I would prefer if the NX had 500 gigabytes, terabyte, whatever. Graphics, yes, graphics does not make the game, but it does definitely help, considering if I wanted to, like, if a game comes out and it comes out for the Wii U and the PlayStation 4, as of today, if it's the Wii U or the PS4, I'm guaranteed always 100% going to get it on PS4, because Wii U ports, Wii U versions are always graphically less. They're less powerful, less graphical, more loading. It looks it doesn't look as great and everything like that. And just for a better experience, it's just get it on the PS4. Yes, when it comes to the NX, I'm not saying it should be better than the PS4 and Xbox. I'm saying it should be, if close. It would be nice if it was more powerful, but I highly doubt it. If anything, just be close to it. Of course, new IPs. As much as I love Mario, I don't really like Mario that much, but necessarily new IPs. It does not hurt to have new IPs, either first party or third party. It's just, once again, new IPs are always nice to have. New ideas, new universes to create and everything, instead of just building on old ones and just rehashing and blah 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 blah. Yes, there's probably just going to be a lot of disagreements, as I would prefer, or at least I would be nice if they added in some type of trophy/achievements to the game. For me personally, I like them. Yes, they're stupid gimmicks that not a lot of people portray as, but me myself, I've found a lot of friends that I have are from Nestle just getting trophies and hanging out together and talking about our shares and experience of the pain of getting trophy blank, trophy X or trophy Y and stuff like that, and in the community that's behind helping you get all the trophies, helping you get all the achievements and everything like that. That's something that I'm necessarily part of, but unfortunately there isn't one for the Wii U, so there's no it just helps with the community, and it helps there's more people to talk to, more people you can necessarily share your experiences with, because we can talk about, like, what was the worst trophy for you to get, what was the hardest achievement you got, and everything like that. I honestly don't think it would hurt to add that in. Most games, at least, I don't know. No, actually, never mind. I think only Smash really has it, but I don't think it would hurt. Moving on, no region locks. I don't really need to explain this. Region locks are a pain, and that's just an ass. Region locks, whatever, none of them. One of the things I just recently found, because I have a Wii U, is that they have you're able to play Game Boy Advance, Wii U, and older systems on it. They should definitely expand on that for the NX. Definitely allow you to be backwards compatible and play Wii U games on the NX. I definitely would think. I think that would definitely be a plus, considering the NX has only been out to. The NX, is rumored to come out for this year. Late 2016. The Wii U's only been out for about 3 years. So, I mean, considering I just got one, it would be nice if I could just play all my games on the newer system. Not sure how that's really gonna work with that external hard drive, but whatever. It would also, another thing, it'd be also nice if they had online support to those games and keep them online for more likely, or at least more for the Wii U games, and probably some Wii games if they add Wii games that have online support. Another thing is they probably should chill down with the amiibos. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, they're very cool to collect. Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, it's nice to have all these amiibos on your shelf and everything like that. That's cool. Yes, it's even better if you're mainly a Nintendo owner and everything like that, because you're more than likely already have majority of them. So that definitely, when a game comes out and there's all this amiibo support for it, then that's definitely going to tickle your pickle. But not everyone can have, like myself, eventually I have an Xbox, and having all three systems, having all the games I want for it, having, you know, everything else like that, and having amiibos, which, yeah, they're cheap, but they're going to be adding, they're going to add up, and especially if they keep adding more to buy, that's necessarily going to turn down me myself when it comes to games where they come heavily with amiibo support, because there's going to be necessarily weapons, costumes, skins, and, you know, stuff like that that I won't be able to have. And I don't really want to buy an amiibo of a character I don't really like to get a skin that I may actually like. Like, that does not appeal to me. So yeah, it's cool if they have amiibos, but I don't think they should just chill with it. I don't know necessarily how they're going to do that, because they don't necessarily want people who have all these amiibos to actually go to waste, and, you know, new games are coming out and it finds, you know, they become paperweights and everything like that. I prefer if they do anything with the NX and amiibos and everything, at least continue from here. It's more of just adding, not necessarily skins, and I mean, yeah, skins and cosmetic effects, but if they did stuff like experience, so if you have amiibos, you necessarily just level up faster, or, you know, some type of passive abilities. Because once again, I would hate to just buy an amiibo for a skin, because it's necessarily just buying, not unless you pay to win, but pretty much buying DLC from physical, you know, it's some type of form of DLC, even though it's one amiibo that you get DLC from a whole bunch of games. But at the same time, when you, like myself, when I have an NX and I've only have like a handful of games for, and only one or two of them is going to necessarily have amiibo support, I don't really see a reason to buy a shitload of games for, you know, not a shitload of games, but a shitload of amiibos for, you know, one or two games that have it, and have every single item and skin in it. Which more than likely is going to be a Mario game that's going to actually have all these different types of unique skins and everything like that, like Mario Kart 8. Not sure about it's not Wind Waker. Hyrule Warrior. I believe some amiibos can unlock weapons and stuff like that. Other than that, you just unlock skins and other passive abilities. But once again, I am not entirely sure. It would be cool if there was an Ethernet cable that came into the back of the NX instead of having to buy some add-on. I don't really care how much they've sold, and I don't really care how good Japan Internet is. That's extra money that I have to spend. If they made some North American version, a Japan version, where Japan's cheaper, or, you know, something like that, that's cool. But that's still like 4 accessories I have to add on to my to at least myself with the Wii U, just for me to like it. So I'm gonna have to buy a USB adapter so I can use a GameCube controller, and then I'm gonna have to buy, let's say, a GameCube controller because I hate using the gamepad, and then I'm also going to have to buy the freaking adapter just so I can play wired. So already this, I mean, there's amiibos that you also have to buy with, and whatever. I would prefer, once again, just come with it built in. That'd be really cool. Like, no hard drive I have to buy because 32 gigabytes is something. Like, I've already spent more money on the NX, on my Wii U, Wii U as a console itself than I did for my PS4, just to get it, not necessarily working, but just to come up to par, or not even come to par, to just do what I want it to, to have it do what the PS4 already does, I guess I would say, because PS4 is 500 gigabytes, which I've never really had a problem with. So it'd be nice if the NX had, you know, 500 to a terabyte. It's wired, so I play online I play a lot of games online, and just in general, I'm just online all the time. So having wide is just smoother transition. And I already like the PS4 controller by default. Don't really like the NX controller. Can't really change the buttons on the controllers, so it would be nice. It's just the little things that just bugs me about it. But, you know, once again, Ethernet cable, I'm back. Another thing, backwards compatibility, already really talked about that. This is it's kind of weird with this next one. It's necessarily no gimmicks. Yes, it did work for the Wii. As you can see, it also totally worked for the Wii U. I don't like, it's weird if they do the gimmick part great, then that's like, if they do it perfectly and they know it's going to be a success, then that's fine. If they don't think it's going to be, then don't, which is weird. Yeah, I did like the Wii U. Yeah, I did like the motion controls for it, but overall, when I really think about it, it's only fun for a little bit, and if so, I only really use it for one thing. One of the games that I played on the Wii U a lot was Monster Hunter. First thing, going through the game, the only thing that I would ever really use the motion controls for when it came to Monster Hunter, that a game that I spent 500 hours playing, is literally getting the first swing on a monster from when your weapon's steep. Outside that, never really used it. I don't know if Monster Hunter didn't have that many motion controls, but it's kind of just a gimmick that I don't really like. I would prefer if it was just non-existent, or if they had some type of option of just turning it off and having a non-motion control type game or whatever. But once again, my opinion. Another thing that I don't like about necessarily the Wii U and just in general is that its type of games, most of its games are platformers. Nintendo Land, New Super Mario Bros, Super Luigi, Super Mario 3DS, Mario and Sonic Lost Worlds, Sonic Boom, Kirby, Donkey Kong, Super Mario Maker, Yoshi's Woolly World, Mario Party 10, Animal Crossing, all platformer games. That's fine and dandy, but I don't really like platformer games anymore. I tend to, I still play them, but I tend to necessarily gone away from them. One of my favorite games are racing games, which once again, I'm Mario Kart 8 and Neo Fast Racing. I haven't really scoured through Nintendo's store to see what else is headed in there, but I would really enjoy racing games, strategy, tactical RPG games, open world games, shooting games. I would definitely be totally open to having those in there instead of Lego City, Devil's Third, Splatoon, Xenoblade, Fire Emblem, and Wind Waker. Those, out of those games, most of the games that I'm going to be playing out of there. I have Xenoblade, I have Splatoon, which I have not yet to play, Fire Emblem, Neo Fast Racing, and Mario Kart. Most of the games that I've had right now or plan to get for the Wii U aren't platformers. Bayonetta at some point, but I'm not saying you should stop making platformers. I'm just saying you should make more of non-platforming games. And then probably once again, another big thing that bothers me about the Wii U and just everything like that is just this online. It's freaking amazing that online's free. I appreciate that. I'm totally down for paying online. I'm totally fine with that. Of course, it's more than likely if they ever did do that, it'll probably be cheaper than the Wii, the PS4 and Xbox. But once again, it's whatever. But some type of group chat, party system, voice system, messaging system, please, it's very annoying when playing with friends and like I was saying before, or if you watch the stream, playing Mario Kart, and in order to switch your cart or switch your character, you have to leave the party. And you have to leave the party, make a new party, switch your, select your character and cart, and then have everyone join in on your game, which is highly annoying. It would be a lot smoother if you had a party system, and even if it's the same Mario Kart, if you had a party system, had 6 of your friends, bring them all out the party, make a new party. Everyone's already in there making their own characters and everything like that, and then you go back into racing instead of everyone leaving, making the party, having everyone join in, and then going from there. It would just make a smoother process, especially when, you know, switching games and everything like that, and especially when people are playing other games that you're not necessarily playing. You could, you know, still communicate and talk to with each other while still playing other games. That's one of the things, at least, that affects, not necessarily affects me a lot, but it's one of the things that I like, especially since you know, me being a streamer and kind of trying to interact and keep interacting with my viewers and everything like that, and followers. So that's just something that would help. Outside that, that's pretty much. I'm sure there's more stuff that I want from the NX, and NX and its games, I guess, but more than less, that was just necessarily wasn't necessarily a short video. I pictured this to be a lot shorter, but that was necessarily my opinion and everything like that on the NX and necessarily what I want, which once again we'll probably see at E3 of 2016, and it'll probably be released at the earliest at fall of 2016. So definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to if it's just going to be a hybrid console and handheld, because if so, I'm buying that right from the start. Like, I'll pre-order that shit. Outside that, I would definitely love to hear. Yeah, I would love to hear what you want from the console, and, you know, more of what you don't want or why I'm wrong, because it's not really helpful. It's my opinion. I'm definitely curious to see what you want from the console, what you want them to keep and everything like that. You can go ahead and, you know, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Use your magical powers to check my social links down below. Outside that, ADemonic out.